Hey, welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jelen. Basically, you start out with massive amounts of data. You say, how are we going to analyze this? Well, let's fire up a pivot table and see if we can solve this problem.
Welcome back to the Mr. Excel Netcast. I'm Bill Jelen. Sarah from England says that if I could solve this problem, it will help out tens of thousands of British cattle farmers. It applies to no one else other than British cattle farmers. These are the ID numbers issued to British cattle. The first bit here, this 8, is static. That's assigned to the farm. But then this number is incredibly annoying. The 804, 805, 806, that continues increasing indefinitely. But the first digit scales from 1 to 7 and then starts over again at 1. And so Sarah says, this is driving me crazy because it's 6 increases of 100,001 followed by 1 decrease of 499,999. And how are you going to write a formula for that? So I wrote 2 formulas. The first one here, let's do this. We're going to do the static part as a static part. So UK, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sarah says that they end up entering this all 100 manually just because they can't figure out a good way to solve it. So there's the static part, ampersand. Now here's where some of the magic is going to happen. I'm going to take the mod of the row of A1, comma 7. Now what does that do? That divides the row number by 7 and gives me the remainder. That's going to be a number from 0 to 6. I need to add 1 to that, plus 1. Ampersand, and then we're going to use the text function. The text function. The next one that I want is 817. So I want the row of A817, comma 5 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would have put the leading zeros in there. So I get UK, all right. Type the initial text wrong. Good, and then instead of a 2, we need to get a 6, so I need to adjust that row number. So we need to get a 7. Here, I meant to do A5. Close, A6. All right, so there we go. We have this. Let's copy it down. That's the real test. Will it work when we copy down? So the 7 goes to a 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks good. And in fact, it is incrementing the numbers. So there is one formula that will solve that problem. Big concatenation formula, but you enter it once. You know, you're going to put this on a sticky note on the wall. Copy it. Just kind of do a little test here with the row to figure out which row to use as your starter row. So that way it gives the first number. Once you get that, you're golden. You can roll, and everything will work. Now, another way to go here is I actually put the static part in column A, and then built a formula here that looks at the mod of the row divided by 7, sees if it is equal to 0. If it is, it subtracts the 59.99. Actually, that should be 49.99. And otherwise, it adds the 1001 to the previous value. And so this is working out just fine. Then, of course, we need a concatenation formula here. Ampersand, quote, space, quote, ampersand. And copy that down all the way. Now, of course, once you get this, you're going to want to convert those to values. So remember the good way to do this. There's many ways to convert formulas to values, but go to the right edge, right-click, drag right, drag left, let go of the right mouse button, copy here as values only, and you have your answer. So there you go. Sarah, it's up to you to let the 10,000 other cattle farmers in the UK know about MrExcel.com and this amazing formula. I would use this one back here, to be honest. In fact, you can even create a little macro maybe that would do it. Would ask for the starting number and write the formula. That would have to be a podcast for another day. Oh, hey, I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another netcast from Mr. Excel.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another netcast from Mr. Excel.